వచ్చింది వస్తుంది రికార్డ్ అవుతుంది. సరే. ఏమైంది? చేయలేరా? ఇది ఎగ్జిట్ అయిపోయిందిరా క్లాసు. ఇప్పుడు ఎగ్జిట్ అయింది ఇప్పటి క్లాసు ఫోన్ వల్ల. చేస్తున్నా ఇప్పుడు. నువ్వు చేస్తున్నావా? అందుకే ఏం చేస్తాను ఇప్పుడే.
So it's depend on their speed. Like GP2 is free tier eligible. If I will select GP3, it means you can customize your IOPS, means read and write input output per second. So we will discuss later about that. We are not going in detail. And there is an option delete on termination that is by default selected. So what is the meaning of that delete on termination? So actually, when you will create your virtual machine, that 30 GB will be a part of that virtual machine. That will be the C drive of your virtual machine. And when you will delete or when you will terminate that machine, that storage will be terminated with that. If I will uncheck that, it means when your machine will be terminated, that storage will remain in your AWS account in the same state, and you can use that storage with any other machine to get back your data if there is any data inside your C drive. Okay, so by default I'm using this option delete on termination. Okay, okay, and the next step is add tags. Okay, so what is that? Actually, in that I will add a name, and I will add their name. So by using that, you can easily identify your virtual machine. Actually, in the single account, you can create multiple EC2 instance. You can create multiple virtual machine. So if you have multiple, then how you can identify that? Okay, so you need to give their names, and the same name will be tagged on instance. Their volume means storage, like C drive, and their network interface. Okay, every virtual machine will have their network interface, or you can say that is the LAN card. Okay, so that LAN card can be used to connect with network also. So the same name will be tagged on the instance, the volume, and network interface. So you can identify that this volume or this network interface is belong to which virtual machine. Okay, now next step is configure security group. So this is the firewall for your virtual machine. Just like you can see, there is a RDP already added. Anyone have idea about what is RDP?
Relational database.
What is that? Can you repeat?
The relational database, sir. Basically.
No, this is not a database part. Actually, it's a remote desktop protocol. Okay, so actually we are creating a Windows virtual machine, and that machine will be created on AWS server on the AWS data center. So how you can access that? So for any remote Windows machine, you need that RDP protocol. Okay, that RDP will help you to connect with your virtual machine or your Windows virtual machine only. Remote desktop protocol. So this is the type. Okay, so every machine should have this protocol added. Otherwise, you can create your machine, but you cannot access that because your machine does not have that protocol. Okay, so what is protocol, what is IP, we will discuss later about that. There is another topic called networking. Okay, so we are not going in detail, but for Windows you need to add RDP. Okay, so first thing is that if you are going to create any Linux machine, they will by default add SSH. You can see this protocol is for Linux machine. So currently we are creating RDP, Windows machine. So they have added RDP protocol by default. This one, okay. And the IP range, the port range is 3381. And now next is source. The source is most important. There are three options: custom, anywhere, and my IP. So in the custom, you can write any IP address inside this box. Just like I am creating this virtual machine for my client. Okay. So if I will add their IP address, it means just like I'm adding IP address to that. Okay. I'm just using 27.61.102.43/32. So this IP address belong to any client. Okay, and I have created that virtual machine using this IP. It means only that client can access that EC2 instance. Okay, and this is the first option. Second is anywhere. Anywhere will change it to 000. It means anyone can access that virtual machine, but that must have username and password of that virtual machine. Okay, and the third option is my IP. If I will select this option, they will check my internet IP address. Actually, this is not my computer IP. This IP address belong to my internet. This is the public IP. So there are we have two type of IP, public and private. So if you have any idea about that, then you can understand. We are using only public IP. Okay. So if I will use this IP address, it means I can only access this instance, this virtual machine. Okay. So I'm just using anywhere. Okay. And it means anyone can access this virtual machine if that person have username and password of that machine. So just use the anywhere and go to launch. Okay, and this is the final page where you can check that configuration which you have selected. Instance type is T2 micro, 1 CPU, 1 GB of RAM. I have added the RDP, you can see. Okay, as a security group. Okay, and now go to launch. And when you will try to launch your virtual machine, they will ask for the key pair. What is the key pair? So actually there are three options there. Choose existing. If you have any key pair, then you can choose existing. If you don't have, just create a new key pair, or the last option is proceed without a key pair. So what is that? Actually, every virtual machine have their password. Every virtual machine have their password, but that is not available directly. Actually, you need to decrypt that. Okay, that is encrypted by that key, that key pair. Okay, so you need to use that key to decrypt your key. So what is encryption and decryption? Anyone have idea about what is encryption, what is decryption? I think you should know about that. This is the basic thing.
Encrypt.
Anyone have idea?
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Not in a normal language, like we encrypt some data, means like any some Morse codes or 10s, like, or any some alphabetics, and decrypting it like we are decoding the data.
Just like I'm giving one example. Okay, just like mm, I'm writing in notepad. The very basic thing about encryption and decryption. Just like let's do it. I am Parth. Okay, my name is Parth, and now I have decrypted using any key. Okay, I have just changed my name to Nitin. So this is my real name and this is my decrypted name. So Parth is equal to Nitin. I can only understand. I have only idea about that Parth is equal to Nitin. So when this is encrypted, okay, I have converted into Nitin, and when the Nitin will go back to the Parth again, that is this is encryption, okay, and this is decryption, okay. It's like that only. So sorry. So using any key, using any method, I have changed my name to Nitin, and now I am using the same method, same key to change from Nitin to Parth. Okay, so this is encryption, decryption, like that. So I only that person knows about that. If Parth is equal to Nitin, who knows about that? I know about, because I have that key to encrypt and decrypt that things. Okay, so it's just like that. And one more thing, just like I'm adding A, B, C, D, E, F, like, and I have assigned their value like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 3, 8, 3, 6, 6. Okay. So if I will use any data from here, just like I am writing ABC. Okay, this is my key. I want to encrypt using that. So what will be the value? That will be 1, 2, 3. So now it's encrypted, you can say. And when I will receive that, someone send the data to me as a 1, 2, 3. So for me, what is the meaning of 1, 2, 3? For general people, they will say that is normal number. But for me, that is ABC. So this is like encryption and decryption, the basic things about that. Okay. So just like in that case, in that key, also have some algorithm, also have some key to change the data. Okay. So for that, I will create. If you don't have any key, okay, just create your key pair. and then launch your, when you will download that, go back and launch that